let's keep it a buck. This country is not set up for you to earn the median amount of money and retire and be able to live for 20 years.
Mm-hmm. Welcome
to the J&O Show.
We'll talk about
things that we would never told them, Jay.
And I'm O.
And now you know.
If you guys are new to our channel, please make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Make sure you turn on those post notifications so you can know when we upload, because we never want you to miss an episode. Also, if you're new here, go ahead and drop if you guys are new here and you have ideas for show topics, go ahead and drop them down below in the comment section and write #NextShow, so that way we can easily filter through and give you more of what you want. All right, so today, guys, we're gonna take it back to the basics.
Yeah.
All right, no reaction this week.
Yeah.
We're actually gonna be talking about some good old-fashioned companionship. All right, and what that means. What that means.
What that mean?
What companionship means?
Well, companionship is basically. My brain was like, turn off. All right, we going home now. See you guys later. It was good. All right,
cool. Guys.
Yeah. Jeez. So basically, being with someone else so that you don't feel by yourself. That is a super simplified, I didn't look up the definition type of thing. But that's basically what it is. You know what? I'm actually look up the definition while you talk about it.
Okay.
And you can throw up whatever points you want, and I'm gonna do an actual official definition.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, one of the reasons why we kind of wanted to mention this is because, as you guys know, we do reaction videos, and we talk a lot about the manosphere and different people within the manosphere. And we know that some individuals in the manosphere like to say that marriage, since, you know, we concentrate on marriage, people who looking to get married, people who are married, people who want to stay married.
All y'all running around here jumping and hopping, skipping, diving, falling in love. Falling in love ain't Somebody talk to me, please, about how to stay there.
In general, people who want to be together, they're looking for companionship. That's, you know, we're trying to help build stronger relationships, to build stronger families so we can build stronger communities. That's our end game goal. Okay. So yeah, but there's a lot of individuals within that manosphere that feel as though marriage is not about companionship.
Just like the Reverend Minister Kevin Samuels.
He's mentioned that several times on different videos of his, and shout out to Kevin Samuels, by the way. We actually, I really like Kevin. I really like Kevin, but we don't always agree, and that's all right. You can agree to disagree. I totally disagree with him on that, because here we go with the Bible again. So for those of you who don't know, I believe in the Bible, all right? And according to the word, you know, when we started, before sin even came into this world, when God created Adam felt some kind of way, because he was looking around and he was like, yo, the dogs got partners, the cows got partners, elephant, everybody, where mine at? Bruh. He felt some type of way. And it said that it is not good for man to be alone. So what did God do? He gave him a helpmate. Eve. All right? He gave him a sister.
Yes.
Not because he needed help with tilling the land, not because he needed, I don't know, something beautiful to look at, which because you know, it was Eden, so I'm pretty sure it was gorgeous.
Yes.
But he needed companionship. So when people say that, like, oh, companionship is not needed in marriage, you more so need marriage for security, which I don't disagree. There is a sense of security that marriage does bring, but I don't think that you can take out companionship for a number of different reasons. We're going to go through some of them in just a minute. But you found the definition you want to mention?
Yes, I did find a definition, and it was so simple. It says a feeling of fellowship or friendship.
Bruh.
Hey.
That was it.
Well, there you go. That's according to Google.
Yeah. So, and I'm pretty sure, like, if you go to the Merriam-Webster definition, they may have a little bit more and stuff like that. But I mean, that's pretty much what it is. It's just fellowship. The thing about it is, for your own mental health, having somebody that's in your corner,
got your back, son,
that got your back no matter what happens. The thing a lot of people don't realize that when you have friends, when friends come into the picture, they're good, especially if you have real friends, like actual real friends, like, because a lot of people that we are around tend to be either family or their acquaintances. My brain is not on today. Bruh. Like, I'm sleeping. The other episode where I had this green sweater on, I was tripping then too. Like, my brain is just, I don't know why. It's a nice bright day outside. We had to close the curtains and everything. I don't know. The sun came up, but my brain didn't. But look. But there's a thing about having somebody there that you can trust more than a friend, because friends, like, a lot of us will have friends that we'll be friends with for years, but we could never live with them long term. Like, we could probably do a couple of years, year or two, but then after that, like, I got to go, you got to go, somebody got to go. And there's being married and committing yourself to somebody that you're going to be with, and in your mind, this is a forever. We're going to live together, pay bills together, decide if we want to build a family. And in today's world, we're going to build a business, because everybody is building a business now. So to commit to doing all of this with somebody requires a different level of commitment that we don't have with a lot of our friends. A lot of us can't live with our friends long term. Some of us can, and if you found a friend that you could actually live with and y'all get along that well, like, congratulations.
Beautiful.
That's a rarity to find somebody that you can have that type of relationship with and y'all still get along on that level. But for everybody who's married, like, that's the least you expect, that we gonna live together. You know, so like that, and having somebody to talk to, having somebody to confide in when you're going through some stuff that's supposed to not necessarily judge you for your weaknesses, that's huge, y'all. And lately we've been seeing a lot of the older people that we grew up around, whether it be family members or other people, and we're seeing the difference in how the people are looking, reacting, how they are emotionally and mentally.
Right.
And even physically to some extent, believe it or not. And you're seeing a difference between the people who are married and the people who are not. And the people who are like older and now they're facing life by themselves, and you're starting to see the things that are the sadness, the depression.
It's real, y'all.
For most of us, like, just be clear. Let's be clear. For most of us, we're not going to be sitting around on $4 million and having a time of our life traveling all over the world when we're 70 and 80 years old.
Right.
That's not the experience most people are going to have. Everybody thinks that they're going to be one of those people that's going to be sitting on a couple of $1 million when they retire. And they're going to be able to travel. Well, finally I could travel. I could see Italy and this, and that's just going to be such a great time. That's not what most people experience. And while we're watching all of these shows and these interviews and these YouTube videos where everybody's talking about that, you have to take into consideration that 9 times out of 10, that ain't gonna be your life. When you retire, you're gonna be fortunate if you have enough money to be able to pay your rent or your mortgage wherever you're at, to be able to buy your groceries and have you a little car for transportation, and still be able to go see your family every once in a while. You'll be grateful to have enough money to take care of yourself.
Right. Without having to go back to work.
That would be fortunate for most of us. And most of us are not even gonna have that if we're by ourselves. Let's keep it a buck. This country is not set up for you to earn the median amount of money and retire and be able to live for 20 years. It's just not set up for that. And with all of this, stuff happening with Social Security and retirement funds and all of this other weird stuff that
has been exhausted, FYI.
Like all of this stuff that's going on with a lot of that stuff, like, it's not built for you to be able to do life on your own.
Right.
That's just reality. So for a lot of people who just want to be like, yeah, I'm just learning to be comfortable living by myself. Well, if you're part of the 10% that will have enough money to do that, or the 15% or whatever percentage it is, it's very low. You still have to consider you're thinking about yourself in your current position right now.
Yeah.
I'm 40 years old. You're still able to move around, go out. You're still working and you're enjoying it. And if you're fortunate enough to be one of those people that has a job you love or you're in purpose, you think that that's going to last forever. And it ain't.
Bruh.
There will come a time where you're not going to be working anymore.
Either voluntarily or involuntarily.
Yeah. There will come a time where that's not going to be a part of the thing, where you're not able to get around and just go.
Right.
Or if you do, it's going to be a lot to it. You're like, I don't feel like getting up. You know.
And not just that, like, God forbid, like, something happens to you medically.
Bruh.
Like, you don't have anybody to look after you.
Yeah.
You know? If you have kids, great, but do you want to put that burden on your children?
Bruh.
You know? Will you have enough money to stay in an assisted living, you know,
Oof.
or a nursing home or something
Oof.
like that? You know? These are things that we really have to think about. And that's why it is important to have companionship, because we need each other.
Yep.
Like, men need women just as much as women need men. We all need each other. Like I said in the beginning, when everything was perfect, Adam still needed a companion. Okay? So I think it's crazy talk for men to say, oh, we don't need women. I think it's crazy talk for women to say, oh, we don't need men. No, we need each other.
Right. I agree 100%.
Yeah.
We just wanted to throw that out there. We didn't really go super deep into it. We gave y'all a couple of bullet points on the reasons why it makes sense for you to
As somebody.
consider marriage for companionship's sake, and not just because you want to have children and not just because you want money. Those are factors as well, obviously.
Right.
But there's a deeper component, and I think if you're considering what you're gonna do as far as relationships for the rest of your life, and you think that companionship doesn't matter much, I feel bad for you, to be honest, because there's gonna be a whole component to marriage that you're gonna miss out on for Lord knows how long.
Yeah.
Because you're thinking that it doesn't mean anything because you're caught up in what everybody else is talking about.
Right.
You're caught up in, well, women want men because of this, and men want women because of this, and all of that other stuff. And all of that stuff is gonna fade, man. Everything they're talking about is so temporary.
Yeah.
But the companionship that you and your mate can have, that's the thing that can last no matter what happens to you.
Right.
That is your real insurance policy. Your spouse.
Yep.
That's your real insurance policy. Everything else, there's no guarantee that any of it is going to be there.
Right.
And even your group, if you're, I don't know, I'm not even going to talk about high value, because that ain't most of us. I'm not even going to talk about high value people. Because guess what? If you high value, you ain't watching this channel right now.
Bruh.
You're not. Ain't no high value person watching this right now. So I'm not even going to talk about them. For the rest of us, we need to really consider companionship. And if you're already married, really think about guarding your partner.
Right.
And appreciating what they deliver. And if that is not a part of your relationship, I would suggest that you consider establishing it.
Yeah.
Because a huge part of what marriage is being missed out on if you're not even considering it.
Facts.
Yeah. So I'm gonna stop talking.
Yeah.
Just randomly.
Pass the offering plate, y'all.
Thank you. Like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah, that's what we mean by pass the offering plate.
Peace.
Press the off button.